As I drove my daughters to school this Monday, we listened to the news on the Swedish radio. My daughters, 7 and 9 years old, they have an assignment each Monday to summarize the news. My 7-year-old said, okay, Dad, so is this right? 2 bombings in the surroundings of Stockholm. This is the reality that Swedish children need to grow up with, need to face. And it's a very sad reality because 20 years ago, Sweden had the least amount of deadly shootings in Europe together with Poland and Hungary. Poland and Hungary still have the least amount of shootings. Sweden is now in the top. 273 shootings this year only. 17 innocent victims of gang violence who died. The week before these 2 bombings that my daughters spoke of, a 25-year-old woman was bombed to death while she slept outside Uppsala. The week before that, a 71-year-old man was shot to death while having a pint in the sleepy town of Sandviken. This is the consequence of liberal migration policy for decades without any kind of impact assessment. And Swedes, ordinary Swedes, expect the European Commission, the parliamentarians here in Strasbourg, to respond to this, to take this into account when they discuss the future migration policy. But as I explained this to my colleague here in the plenary, the center left just laughed. They laughed when they heard me quoting the police in Sweden, which is now talking about low intense warfare. They were laughing. It's so disrespectful, not to me, but to the victims. And when I see the images from Lampedusa, I can't help but think about tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Because these migrants, these illegal migrants, won't become doctors. They won't become engineers. They will join the shadow societies of Europe. And the migration pact is just not designed for the mass influx that we are seeing and that we will continue to see. And even more massive migratory pressure in the future as the population of Africa grows to 2 billion in 2050 and 4 billion in the year of 2100. What we need to do is to stop the boats, to stop enabling illegal migration through trafficking where the NGO boats takes over when the smugglers stop. We need to stop this tandem. We need to call it out for what it is. These are not rescue operations. These are human traffickers. And a future European migration policy must be built upon the realization that the Geneva Convention is outdated, that the first country principle needs to be re-established, that migrants cannot pick their country of destination freely. These realizations need to be there, or Europe will see a lot more of street fighting, a lot more of low-intensive warfare, not only in Sweden, but everywhere. Let's stop that. Let's take our responsibility for the citizens of Europe, protect their way of life. Thank you.